Alrighty, all of my lovely ladies and gents, if I happen to have a few. I know for a while there I did have a gentleman subscriber. I was hoping to get 10 finished, but I only wound up with 8, but I'm on the brink of finishing up a few more. My problem is I really got to sit down in front of the sewing machine. I have multiple projects stacked up waiting to be sewn, and after that they're literally almost finished. I'm terrible. So these ones will be ready to go in listing. Mom helped with these ones. She did the text blocks and I mounted them and prepped the book cover itself and all that stuff. So they are about ready to go. And these ones they are pretty basic as far as that goes, but they will not fall under the basics lineup because they're fully made from scratch, whereas these ones I did not make the cover. So obviously these ones are going to be a little bit more than your standard basics. Depending on size, these ones will probably be about the same price as the basics, but as the size goes up, obviously they'll be a little bit more. So let's get into these beauties. So this one, I love the gold leaf on the cover. And it's the French Lieutenant's woman. And we got some beautiful blue papers going on here. And here's our lovely insert. And the text block mount is blue. And then here's the rear paper. And this one's fully mounted. There's no gap. I had to do a little bit of touch up on this one, but it came out like really, really nice considering I had to do a little bit of a touch up. So that's not gonna go anywhere. And we have this beauty. I really like the condition that this cover is in. It's very flexible compared to these ones. Very beautiful. The coloring is magnificent, and it's feels like it's like real suede. So this was Elliot Coleman, edited by Elliot Coleman, and the programmed classics, select poems of Brayton, Keats, and Shelley. So this one is very simple, but simple is still elegant. There is no spots on the spine of the journal where I had to prep and or fix it, so it looks magnificent. You wouldn't need to cover up the spine with lace if you decided to do that, or the imperfection with lace. There are no imperfections. Here is this beauty in the back. I love this. I accidentally flipped. The brown was supposed to go in this one, and the blue was supposed to go in this one because the fleur-de-lis were supposed to go with the French theme, but I made a boo-boo and I decided to roll with it. But I'm still loving the way it came out. I love the postcard and the travel and the photo with the brown and the purple here, and it still looks really nice, really royal and beautiful. So there's that one. And this one my mom found me at a yard sale, and when she picked it up and gave it to me, and I was so in love. It's a Sears Roebuck & Co. The Kenmore Binding of the United States Regional Cookbook. So this is an oldie. I think it was like early 1900s, like 1920s. So I emptied it out, obviously, and this one will come with a few pages from the original book. So you can turn it into a cookbook, you can use them for ephemera, or whatever you like. So I'm going to build a little pack of papers from the original book to go with it. And I kept it very simple. I wanted to put this vintagey looking lined paper in here. And of course I have a very vintage bind for the fabric for the text block. So this way you can, maybe write one of your favorite recipes in the front, or make a declaration to who it's to, or, kind of similar to a grocery checklist. And I did the same thing in the back. You could put your primary groceries that you always get no matter what, and then you can put like check yes, check no. And if you really wanted to, you could like cover this with packaging tape or laminate it and use it as a grocery shopping checklist. I think that would be really fun. Of course, you'd get dry erase markers after you laminate it, and you could go to town. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Okay, so these little cuties are adorable, and I think this one particularly is my favorite. I was going to pack these with goodies, but then I decided to let you guys do so. And that's kind of where that kit comes in. If you guys decide you want to buy kits like that, perfect, let me know. If not, then you can always make your own, and these are ready for you to put little ephemera kits in them. So there's the back, and it's got all of these amazing, it's got colorful pages, it's got dictionary pages, vintage newsprint style rough paper. It's beautiful. Let's see, does that say, oh, floor. Oh, the kitties are barking at something. You got sheet music. So there's just lots of goodies in these. Fluffy, Lexi, come here. As someone knocks at the door, right? And this one too is really pretty. I should probably open the other one up too and show it to you. There you go. There's a full look at it. And this one's similar. Of course, some of the pages are a little different. Like this one has only brown, and it has this really vintage paper in here. I bound it with washi tape to reinforce it for the binding process. So if you're going to glue anything to those specific pages, be sure they're very delicate. So reinforce them really well. If not, then they might break or they might fall off. And then I love this inlay. I think it matches the spine and the fabric for the text block so well. It's beautiful. All right. And we got this cutie. This is actually some old Tim Holtz fabric from, I think this one is, I can't remember or not. I got some around here that was. I can't remember if this one is or not, but I got it like, I want to say 7 years ago. So, I don't think they make it anymore. So, here's this one. It's got some maps here. I think it's Sardinia. And I think that one's Germany. So, this one would be cute for a traveler. And this is actually the top of the journal. You can flip it and make it the bottom of the journal if you want. I left these strings here so people can tie off charms, or they can put little tassels on, or they can cut them off. It's your choice. And again, these are very basic. This one also has the delicate paper. It's just this one that's super delicate. The rest of them are really, really good. This one is moderately delicate, but it's not bad like the other one. It's still pliable and good to go for the most part. And this one, I love the coloring of the spine. It just matches the paper so well. Beautiful. And there's like a vintage Paris map there. I remember that because I'm in love with Paris. So every time I see it, I'm like, I have to take note of what I can take from these projects and put into my Paris journal. So I put sheet music in this one. And you can either write in these journals like this, or you can write in it like this. It's however you feel comfortable writing in these journals. They're so cute. They're the perfect size. I think these would actually fit really good in your purse. For like when you're running around, or you're doing a day trip, or you're just on a vacation and you want to have a little journal to write in. These are like the perfect size. And they have these little loops at the bottom. This one I left long strings. I didn't even notice or forgot to tell you in these ones. This one just has strings. These two, along with this one, they all have these loops at the bottom. So you can hang your charms and your pretties. Inside every signature, there's a loop where you can hang your pretties. Or you can cut them and just have little tails. Or you can cut them off all the way to the base and just have the knot. But I thought the loops were a really cute idea to be able to hang all of your charms and such. And this one's a mini. This one's a micro compared to these two. These ones are 5 inches across here. So it would make a 5 by 5 square, not counting this the spine. And this one is 4 inches. So this is a real little cutie. So to make up for it being 4 inches, I added more signatures. All of these triangles have 5 signatures. This one has 7 signatures. So this is jam-packed full of goodies. You can write your little notes, your little doodads and thoughts, and it's cute enough and tiny enough you can slide it somewhere where it's out of sight, out of mind, or, you know, hide it from the boyfriend, which is terrible, but you know, in case you have any little gift ideas or stuff for him, or you know, other random things that you want to hide in general. Or like me, I like to make and keep track of everything that is in my house. That way, if there's ever an insurance issue later on down the road, I kind of have a record, digital and hard copy. I usually keep hard copies in my residence. Just outside of my residence, I keep them with family members. I think I even have like a safety deposit box that I haven't been to in a while. And digital on my phone and on multiple different websites. So this is a really good way to keep your hard copy version. And you can just tuck it away. And when people are, you know, rampaging through the house, then this is one thing that they won't find, and at least you'll have kind of like a good list of everything you had in the house. And you can even do like little tiny itty bitty photos and put them in there too. So these ones are going up today. I gotta photograph them right now after I get off with you guys. And I'm gonna try and get 2 more finished. You can't quote me on that one. So expect 8. But I'm hoping for 10. If I do 10, I'll do a little short video and release the video sometime this week. But as soon as they're finished, they'll be going up in Etsy as well. So I will talk with you guys later. And I am so excited to finally get some more beautifuls and goodies out to you. Talk to you later. Bye. Almost forgot, but I'm going to be putting, these are little tabs, and this is ephemera, so I'm going to be loading this ephemera into this bag here, and this will also be up on Etsy. This is the leftovers from that journal I made for my quilting friend. So if anyone is interested in the leftover pieces, they will be up on Etsy. And I'm thinking about starting to do kits like this also. So if you're interested, or even just selling the tabs like this. So the way I did it is I did a piece of kind of cardstock or manila envelope. I glued it with Fabri-Tac, and then I stitched it real quick. This way you can go ahead and put glue on each side, put them over your paper, and it looks like it was stitched on this side and this side on your journal. So if any of you are interested in that, great. If you guys love the idea, please take it and use it. I would love to see your little tabbies. Alright, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to get all these ready for Etsy.